Coach, obviously, it was a pretty raucous environment. I mean, an announced crowd of almost 11,000 here in Lenovo Center. I mean, can you just put that environment into words? I mean, it seems like the fans were engaged from first puck drop until, the handshake line tonight.
Yeah, I think it started even earlier than that, to be honest. Incredible crowd, and really fun to see their energy and to your point, the engagement in the game. And, obviously a little favorite towards Minnesota, which we can appreciate being down here in the U.S., but so enjoyable. You see these in the breaks, too. Different songs are coming on, and it's like a karaoke crew out there. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun to be able to play in front of that many people. It's never been lost on us what a privilege that is, and tonight was absolutely that.
To piggyback off that, I know the league is trying to expand, tour and everything. Is this a venue that you could see potentially having a team here? I mean, just by what you saw from the fans tonight, do you think this is a place that, pro women's hockey could have a home in?
Well, it certainly looked like it tonight. If you're out there and you see that, and I think these takeover tour locations have been a lot of fun for all the teams involved because it's just the excitement amongst the different communities, and everyone's sort of putting their best foot forward. It feels like to say, hey, look, we could be in this league as well in this location. So certainly tonight the crowd was, obviously doing their best to sell it, and we thought they did a great job.
Gwyneth, what did you see in front of you in the third period as the team kind of poured it on a little bit that you could think they can carry forward into the next game against the Frost?
Yeah, I think we started to pick it up a little bit during the third, but there's definitely a lot to still work on, and we're kind of 1 for 1 now. So I think we have a lot riding on the next game. It's going to be a fun time.
Gwyneth, it felt like, with some of the videos that were on the Jumbotron out there, I mean, just growing the sport of professional or just women's hockey in general. I mean, what does it mean to you to kind of be one of these role models for, a 6, 7, 8-year-old out there who's wearing your jersey, wearing your colors and chanting your name? I mean, just how cool is it to be, someone that, little girls look up to?
Yeah, it's still surreal. Like you say, like we all say, like, oh, we're living the dream, and it's like we are someone's dream, and it's really cool. And having now a little girl can look up and see that can be me. And I think that's what's so special about these takeover tours is it gives girls from other locations a chance to see it and see that it's a real thing. And I think down in Raleigh, in the South, or we were in Edmonton, way over on the other coast. It's still the PWHL is this entity, but now it's a real thing. I think when people see it, so it's just a lot of fun. And like Coach said, seeing everyone cheering, and even if we weren't really the home crowd today, it's still just cool to see all the support we get and see the girls so excited, and the older women who didn't get a chance to do this, people forget about them, but it's really cool to see how happy they are too.
Coach, you talked a little bit yesterday about just being able to get the shots that you wanted offensively. Today, what did you see in this game, and how do you want to make sure the team moves forward?
Yeah, we struggled today. That's obvious. Scoreboard and a few other variables that are easy measurables. Just the start wasn't ideal by any stretch of the imagination, and when you start you have to dig out after a first period and you're down 3. It's never easy. Minnesota's a great team. The reigning Walter champions. It's not lost on us, so it's not like you're ever going to get a freebie night. But it felt like maybe as the game went on a little bit in the third, there had a little bit more momentum, had some high quality chances at least, which we had been lacking earlier in the game. So there were some adjustments made, and just kind of finding our legs under us to create those opportunities. But we know we have to be better. We know we have to be grittier. Our passing has to be a lot better. So there's some mismanaged pucks tonight that hurt us. But this is a league that as quick as you win be as quick as you can lose. And at the end of the day, you got to park things and just make sure you're getting better for the next game. And we talked about it in the room. They gave us, or we gave them a licking a couple games ago. They gave us a licking tonight. Now we go at it again on Tuesday. So it's a nice rivalry. It's a great opponent, and we look forward to Tuesday night.
Gwyneth, I want to come to you. Just announced just right now that you will represent Team USA in World Championships. Can you just talk through what it was like to get that announcement and what it will be like to participate in Worlds in Czechia?
Yeah, no, it was an honor to be named to the team. I really can't wait. I think it's been something I've been working towards for a long time, and I think every practice with the charge, I get a lot better, and I'm excited to show that at the highest level. But right now, like we got a few more games left with the charge until then, so one thing at a time, we're focusing on that.
And Carla, I mean, you'll have presumably a few players that will be able to represent their country. What is it like for you to know that you're able to coach some of those players in this league?
Yeah, it's a privilege. Both opportunities are really incredible in my opinion, and it's thrilling to see Gwyneth get her opportunity with Team USA. It's well earned. That's why she's there. She's earned it. And for all the players that get the opportunity to go to the World Championship, it's an incredible experience and something we all dream about in our sport. For the longest time, it's been the pinnacle, and it's still up there. So for me, it's just exciting to see. Like I said to you before, the human piece resonates more than any emblem on the front of a jersey. So I want all our players that we coach here in Ottawa to do well when they get the opportunity with their respective national teams.
Piggybacking off of that, it's never easy for a goaltender to come in relief in a game like this. Can you talk about her performance in tonight's game, especially, she stopped a couple of point blank shots there later in the game.
Yeah, and I'll speak for you because the question was directed at me, but you can tag in at any point. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's just probably just part of your job. Like, it's just part of the job. And, I think we've had Emirates come in at times, and obviously Gwyneth stepped in today. And, we're so privileged in Ottawa to have these two high caliber goaltenders that, every once in a while you got to tag them out for half a second. You never worry about who's going in, and you never worry about the one you tagged out because they're going to be just fine as well. They're pro. So, certainly tonight Gwyneth went in there and closed the door for a while and gave us a good chance to try to dig out. And Emirates did that for us earlier in the season as well. So I'm just really proud of both of these women and how they elevate not only themselves, but maybe more importantly, one another. They're a great duo. They build off each other. They empower one another to do well. And I think that's a privilege for us here in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She said it good.
Coach, Katarzyna's presence being missed a little bit, having been on the IR for a little bit, and hoping that she's coming back hopefully soon.
Well, you always want your players healthy. It's every team in this league wants all their players healthy, and at the end of the day, this league's too intense and too physical for everyone to remain that way. It's just part of this industry, unfortunately. Every team's missing players. We're no different, and so we're trying to always get our roster as healthy as we can and get everyone back. We're missing a couple players, and at the end of the day, really still, feel we've got the depth to be able to play anyone within our organization. I think we saw that tonight. We saw some depth that rose and had some solid games, and so we'll get it going. But yeah, everyone wants to be healthy. It's just part of the industry.